the nicest 55 I've ever seen. Hasn't been running for 30 years, and we're gonna get this thing running and drive it 5.5 hours back.
All right, Ben, I know you're super jealous right now, but
Hello.
look who I'm hanging out with.
How's it going? What's his name?
Ben.
Ben. I'll call you Benjamin. That sounds
That's
pretty
actually
cool.
his real name, Benjamin.
Oh, there you go. I just knew it. Brains are hooked up. I just want to say hi. Thanks for watching the show. Appreciate you.
And we told him all about you, so now it's really awkward. So.
Yeah. So stay away from his leg, Ben. Hold it.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Heck Yeah Adventures. I'm Ben, and today's adventure, we are heading to Pahrump, Nevada. We are going to be picking up a 55 Chevy 210 car, and we're going to do that right now. All right, so we just got to Pahrump, and we got the whole crew here. This is the nicest 55 that I've ever seen. Paulie's already tried to light it on fire. Bluetooth. Dude, what is that? Oh, that's part of the battery acid. Of course. Hunter, what do you think we're gonna need on this?
I think tires, but everybody else says that tires are good.
I just looked at this one.
I think tires.
It's pretty rotten.
So they're dry rotted. I'll go first round, and you guys can go the next round. And they're gonna try not to hit a elk tonight. I'm gonna bring you guys in there. The interior of this car is, I mean, come in here. Headliner. I mean, this is awesome. Fuel system, check. So hook up the, this is unbelievable, you guys. Hey, yeah, 55.
Cool. It's pretty freaking sweet.
Running whatever makes me look less fat.
Well, then let me. Yeah.
So I've got Hunter, cameraman today. So we came to Pahrump. It's 12:30. Fuel system's running. I mean, it runs like a top. Like everything in this car runs good. We're iffy on the tires. That's the only thing that we're not 100% on. But check this out. Come and feast your eyes. I've never seen one of these cars that smells not mousy. This is the craziest thing ever. And I bet you that that's under 100,000 original miles. Because, I mean, this interior is absolutely amazing. So, 5.5 hour journey back. And we're going to start that here in a minute. The 8-track player works. It's awesome. So we are currently driving 65. I'd say 60, 65. We can't really tell. It's 65. And a 1955 Chevy that's never, it's the first time been on the road for more than 30 years. 25, 30 years. We are currently listening to John Denver on an 8-track player, you guys. It doesn't get better. Does this come to your senses? Oh no, it doesn't sound like John Denver. It's a little slower, but I think it's going to go ahead and I think it's going to speed up here. All right, so that video was a couple weeks ago, and we're back. We made it. You guys can check out Fab Rat's channel to see the whole episode, but here she is in all her glory. Now, there was a lot of people in the comments that talked about this car and how original it was, and it is absolutely one of the most pretty original 55 Chevy cars that you'll ever see. But there's one thing that a lot of you guys commented on was the engine. I said it was a 283, and a lot of you guys said it was 265. Well, we were both right. This is not the original engine. Let me pop the hood in this old girl. So, in a factory 210 55 post car, you are absolutely correct. If it was a V8, it came in at 265, but the engine had issues, and the guys did end up replacing the engine. So this is not the factory engine. I'll show you. We can go off the specs, we can go off the block, but really the reason I knew it was a 283 is because the owner said that they replaced it with the 283. So I was going off of what they said. I didn't look at the block markings, but I mean, it is absolutely original in every way, shape, or form except for this engine. Now, like I said, you guys were all right. I mean, everybody was correct. This would have been a 265, or I think, didn't they do a inline 6? Comment below if 55s. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of these that came with the straight 6, but I'm not a I don't know everything about 55s, I'll admit that. But once it gets into like 65 to 67 Impalas, I'm more knowledgeable. But this is such an awesome car, you guys. Now, I did like all the comments. They are going to actually keep this pretty dang original. Now, you'll have to check in with Paul at Fab Rats to see what he's actually going to do with this car. You're going to like it, I think. But as far as the outside, how awesome is this? You just don't find cars like this anymore. And I get it. This is not the Bel Air. It is the 210 version, and it is the post car. But if you're looking for a hot rod or a cool car, this is the holy grails. The 55, I like the 57, but I love this 55 look. It's pretty simple. And there again, in the interior, this interior is so awesome. And it still has John Denver in it. But the interior is in so good shape. It did get a little baked back there. But look at, these seats are in perfect, pristine shape. And this car would absolutely, I think he's gonna do a full restoration, but he's gonna keep it fairly stock. But yeah, we're gonna take this thing for a ride. I didn't get a chance to drive this the other day because we were kind of in a hurry to get home, but in the meantime, they've actually rebuilt the carburetor. Check this out. Starts right up, and we're still rocking John Denver, baby. Got one speaker right there. How awesome is this? Paul, you are lucky. Like, this is pure jealousy. Horn works. So Gary's gonna be my cameraman for the day. That's me. For the next 5 minutes. But yeah, come get in, sir. I'm gonna take you for a ride.
Thank you.
It's such a weird deal. It's been such a long time since I've driven a Power Glide. So when we were driving this, we got going 80, and I think this is higher geared than normal. You guys let me know if these cars came higher geared from the factory. I mean, you gotta kind of have to put your back into it to turn. But this seems to be a little bit more higher geared than the ones that I've driven before.
I hope you have stabilizer.
It's pretty dang. Like Paul was saying, it was smooth, but I mean, it's really smooth. All right, well, Dragon Main Glendale right here, baby.
Let's go find some lights to shoot out with the floodlight.
We don't do that. What are you talking
With the
about?
floodlight.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Have you guys ever been in a small town before? We actually, there's a small town, and it's been long. I don't think it's illegal, but we used to take a spotlight, and we could go through the town, almost the whole town of Alton, and you could hit the little sensor and shut off the light. My cousin Andy and I'm going to implicate you in this, but we used to go in the whole town and shut off the lights. We could almost have the whole town shut off by the time we got back. That's when you know you're in a small town.
Your sister introduced us to that years ago.
I kid you not, the things that we used to do when we were young bucks, didn't get any trouble, staying out of trouble, but things like that, I don't think that's illegal, but today it probably would be frowned upon.
It's sure fun though.
It is fun. So I want to bring you guys, so if you're ever in the Glendale area and you're driving by this, I know you've seen it on Paul's channel, but this is probably one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet in your life, and he has one of the coolest car collections ever, but nothing's for sale. In fact, I've only got 2 cars out of Billy my whole life, and it was because I had a station wagon that he wanted more than the other 2 cars. But yeah, such a cool place. Heading down the back street here. So I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but Paul and I, we grew up together, and this was actually something we did all the time. I think a lot of Saturdays we were like, between him and I, we would go to the old farmers and ranchers in the area, and we would ask if they wanted to get rid of their cars, and we got a lot of our cars from high school doing that right there. And so we grew up doing this kind of stuff. Now the difference today is you guys call Paul and you give him the best deals, and I still have to ask old farmers that don't want to get rid of stuff. That's the difference. But you know what? I can live vicariously through Paul. Look at this thing. I mean, it drives amazing. I mean, amazing. And the brakes work way better now. So yeah. I'm gonna end this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And coming up right now is a bunch of projects we're coming up here in the next couple months, and I'm gonna ask you guys which project you think I should do first. Right here. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this video.